Okay, so we're going to have a look at drawing a ray diagram now. So normally you'd get a mirror and you'd get at least, focus that a little bit, an object. You might get the eye showing where you're observing it from as well, but you're not going to get that today because we've not got that in front of you. So I'm going to draw it for you and you're going to draw it with me. So first off, I'm going to draw a mirror, 6 centimetres long and bang in the middle of your page to give you plenty of space either side. And we'll draw some little diagonal lines showing that is our mirror. So the diagonal lines show the non-reflective side, whereas the flat side shows the side that's reflective. Right, first thing then, you normally would get an object drawn for you. So you're going to draw this instead, and you're going to draw it 3 centimetres away from your mirror, and you are going to draw it 2.5 centimetres high, like that. And this is your object. Now, you're going to draw your eye on there as well. Now, sometimes you'll get an eye drawn for you, sometimes you won't, and you just need to draw it in a sensible place. So I'm going to draw mine down here. So I'm going to draw my eye, I'm going to draw a little curved lens like this, and draw myself a little eye. Put a little pupil on there so I know what it is. So that's my observer. And now I'm going to, this is what you normally get in an exam question. Like I said, sometimes you won't get where your observer is and you have to put it in yourself. Sometimes you will. Normally you do. So I now need to draw where my image is produced, because the question would ask me to draw a ray diagram to show how an image is produced in a plane mirror. So my image is always going to be produced the same distance from the mirror as the object is, because it looks, as you look in a mirror, it looks like the object is as far back from the mirror as the object is in front of it. So that's 3 centimetres away, so 1, 2, 3 centimetres, and draw it there. And it's also going to be the same height, because again, in a normal flat plane mirror, the object looks the same height as it actually is in real life, so 2.5 centimetres up. And that is my image. That is also my first mark if I was doing this on an exam. Then I'm going to go from the top of my eye, and this is going to show how the perspective gets into the entire eye, to the top of the image. So I'm going to place my ruler from the top of the image to the top of my eye. I'm going to draw a solid line to my mirror, and then a dotted line to my image. Okay, because this is a real light ray and this is a virtual one. So the image is virtual because it's behind the mirror and it isn't actually there. So this is why dogs look at mirrors and start barking at them, because they look at the image of themselves in a mirror and think, why is there a dog in my house? Okay, and they can't understand that the dog's not real. It's a virtual image. But we shouldn't be able to understand that that is a virtual image, it's not real. Okay, so the light ray's going up there to the top of the image, and I'm going to bounce that back to the object there. Again, that's a real light ray. Okay, and I can draw arrows on to show it's going from the image object to our eye. And also, if I just double check, okay, you don't need to do this bit, but my normal line shows me I have got roughly the same angle on either side. The angle of incidence and reflection are roughly the same. Now I'm going to do the same from the bottom of my eye as well to show how this whole image is getting into my eye. So same thing from the bottom of my eye up to the mirror with a solid line and a dotted line focusing at the top of the image, just like that. And then reflect that off again to the top of my object, again focusing up there. And then I can draw my arrows to show that. Now I've got the first mark for drawing my image in the right place. My second mark is for drawing one line on this side, okay, and third mark for reflecting it, and reflecting it. And my third mark is for drawing the second line, and my fourth mark for drawing your virtual line. So you get 4 marks for these sorts of questions. Okay, so you've done that, and this one was, what was it, 2.5 centimetres tall, and did I say 3 centimetres from, 3 centimetres from my mirror. So that's number 1. And you're going to do number 2, right down here. You're going to draw a ray diagram to show an image produced from an object, we'll say 3.5 centimeters from a mirror, and we'll say 2 centimeters tall. Okay, so you're going to do another one with those measurements. So you're going to draw the object 3.5 centimeters rather than 3 from the mirror, and 2 centimeters tall rather than 2.5 centimeters tall, and see if you can do the same thing. Once you've done that, can you send me a picture of the thing that you've drawn for both of them? So number 1 and number 2. So the one you've done with me and the second one. Okay, do both, send them both to me, and then I can see if you've done it right and I can help you. If you're not, if you can send it to me during this time that you're supposed to be doing it, that'd be excellent. Then I can get you some instant sort of feedback on that. Brilliant. If not, can you send it to me please by tomorrow morning? Okay, so that I can have a proper look at those before I next see you again.